Hello, my name is Marcus and I am Associate Director of Sheepish Productions and the Director of this production of The Last Motel by Jeremy Fletcher. What you're about to see is a couple of extracts from a full-length playtext that is in development. It's obviously designed as a play to be live on stage with two actors in the same space, which due to current circumstances we weren't able to do here. So use your imaginations and imagine that our two actors are in a dingy motel room, and I think the rest will speak for itself. So I hope you enjoy it and we'd love to know what you think.
Now, don't you move. Yeah? Don't you fucking move. Some company you are. Can you hear me? Do you know what you are? Bloody silly cow. Think. I can't leave you here. I can't dump you. Maybe I could. If you were dead, I could chop you up into little bits. I'd need acid. I wonder if that really works. Right. Are you dead? Right. That's something. Let's bother, probably.
What are you doing?
Checking you're alive.
What's with that?
What?
Chicken head.
Turkey. There's a turkey.
Why am I tied up?
Standard procedure.
I ache.
Shut it.
Untie me.
Zip it.
Please. Just
Be lucky. I might knock you out. Again.
Okay. Pain.
Seriously.
Everything aches.
It will.
My head is pounding.
Unsurprising.
Did you do something to me? While I was asleep?
No.
Good.
Why what?
Don't torture or beat me.
Blimey. I'm not a psychopath.
Yes, right. It's so. Sorry.
Oh,
If I can just ask, what am I doing here?
resting and shutting. Shutting the fuck up.
No, sorry. I mean, why?
Please be quiet.
Wealthy?
Shame.
My family, they're not wealthy either.
My heart bleeds.
This is a mistake.
True.
Is it a mistaken identity?
No.
Really? What's the ransom?
Ransom?
Oh, Lord, bless me.
What?
I'm not looking at your face.
I mean, he's sweaty under there, but
I know how this goes.
you do
I see your face, and then you have to.
have to.
How do people say it?
Us people.
Snuff me out.
I hit you
Why?
with my car.
Was that? I'm not a hostage then.
Don't think so.
When might you know?
I'll get back to you. I'm surprised you're with it.
What was that?
No chance of me breaking.
The crossing.
You just came tottering out.
Yes. I was on the crossing.
Knocked you into next week. God knows how you're still here.
Sure he does. Might an ambulance have been a...
Complicated. Last thing I need. Getting done for a hit and run.
I think this would count as kidnap.
Might have been a bit of panic on my part. First, I thought I'd take you to, and then I thought you were probably, which you're not.
What are you going to do with me?
Confidential.
Right. Well, it's just that I don't understand.
What?
By putting me in your car.
Car boot.
Sorry, by sticking me in your car.
I swear I will batter you over the head.
I just can't see it as mitigation.
Battering going to happen very soon.
Please, don't think of me as discourteous, but...
But what? What exactly is your point, you silly cow?
He's running off with me in the car boot more than worse than a hit and run.
Shut up. Now. If you were such a dozy Burke, sit there, shut it, and pray. You've got the Lord on your side.
Why so?
She's at it again.
Sorry.
Come on, love. Quiet.
What did you mean, Lord on my side?
Jesus. Like I said, I knocked you into next week.
The Lord works in...
Yeah, he does. I swear to you both, he'll have to pull off another bloody miracle. Peace and quiet.
Please let me go.
Shut up.
I'll go to the hospital and I'll get checked out.
I mean it this time. I will snuff you.
I don't know where I am.
People pay to watch that stuff. Someone getting snuffed on the dark ring. There's an idea for your love. Shut it. Shut it now.
Please. I don't know who you are.
This blade is so sharp.
Oh, what you've done.
Such a good weight in it. It does the job for you. Slit. 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 Even this bloody stool is filthy. My eldest is making dinner. I'm supposed to be back in an hour. What a waste of a day's holiday.
You took a holiday.
I did. I'd normally be at the poultry farm. Round here they call it the Chico. Stupid, really.
The work?
Yeah. We have turkeys as well.
Working on a farm sounds idyllic.
It's a prefabricated factory. Weird industry, poultry.
It's not free range, then.
Do you know some of it can be 8 or 9 years old? You think of that next time you're down the chicken licking. You could be eating a bird that died in 2013.
I'm a vegan.
I've been tempted a few times.
Plant-based, it's the future.
We get thighs and drums at cost, so it'd be a bit daft. Might help me IBS, though. I'm in the slaughterhouse. I have to clean out the neck chopper.
Sounds very challenging.
You get immune after a while. If any of them miss the blade, I do the honours. Bit of a sweeper role, really. You get time and a half.
Sure you deserve it.
Turkey work isn't any better. We have to fluff them.
Fluff.
You know, simulate them. Increases their appetite. We've tried building machines to do it.
Lord.
I wear gloves. Seasonal work, that. I get double time. Sometimes you just have to not think about it.
The fluffing.
All of it. The birds, they're alive, maybe with pea brains, but I don't know. Anyway, I make sure none get past us. Civic duty.
Must be quite bleak.
They go about their business, packed into this little place, probably not knowing.
Well, they do have very small brains.
There might be a universe somewhere with continent chickens.
Sentient.
They came from dinosaurs. They got the breaks and they rule. With a great long line of human beings restrained, electrocuted, ventricated. Our place executes 60,000 chickens a month. Meaningless, witless, doomed animals. Born cute, allowed their childhood before the inevitable end. Never really understanding the universe, how or why they're born.
You said your eldest.
I've 3 girls. She's 19 now.
3 children. Very indulgent.
What?
How lovely. Cooking for her parents.
Just me?
Are you divorced?
No.
Separation can be just as challenging.
No, I'm not. I don't need this. Shut it.
Sorry. Mint.
I'm fine.
When you hit me, I'd just been to church.
Revelation.
A good book.
Is it? What was it then? Cheeky christening?
No.
Saint of the week?
My Pat. Doesn't matter.
Pat?
My husband. I went for a chat. Well, an apology of sorts.
Booze time?
I was telling him it's time for me to leave. I've achieved all I can. I need a new chapter.
You sacked him off in a...
He's dead. He died a month ago.
Oh, man. Sorry.
It's awful, that news of cancer.
Sucky.
Yes. Sucky.
I mean, it's just shite.
It was.
You go there much? His grave?
Sometimes.
Does it help?
I talk to him when I'm there.
Think he hears you?
Maybe.
Not reassuring.
People probably think I'm potty.
Hardly. A priest at a grave.
Well, I do it with conviction. Feels like it has more resonance. I told him I'm leaving, and I'm taking the remainder of the damson wine with me. We still have a good 6 bottles left. That golden autumn bumper crop. Literally every container in the house full. Pans, washing baskets, shoe boxes.
The things that stick with you.
I never wanted to stop making it. I would have carried on night and day. I did prattle on about his sourdough starter.
What type? The cancer?
Pancreatic.
Don't know that one.
It's like an assassin. Just creeps up on you. You don't know it's there.
That's terrible. My mother-in-law. She just seemed to go on and on. had everything going and we tried everything. But the suffering and...
No. Pat didn't suffer. The end was very quick.
A blessing.
I used to ask him, "Can I get you anything?" "New body," he'd say. And then he'd ask, "What do you think it will be like?" "Heaven?" I asked. "I hope so. You'll be there all right. Warm and bright. Happy and pain-free." And he looked at me through his milky eyes. "Eve," he said, "it feels like someone's going to run through that door with a cure. A pill that will make it all better. Just make it go." Still so raw.
Sorry.
I decided he wouldn't have the treatment. Keep his dignity. I have these moments. Really? Is he gone?
I get that.
Until it's your partner, you
I'm a widower. Stupid word.
sorry.
13 months. Not any easier. Permanently fuzzy.
Right.
Abalone, by the way.
Pardon me?
My name. Abalone.
Unusual.
Yeah.
Like the sea snail.
Kids can be cruel. Something about resembling a fat mollusk. It stuck. The name, not the mollusk.
You look like a fine figure of a chap to me.